Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the chaos of thoughts swirling in your mind? Imagine achieving a state of profound inner peace, much like the serene wisdom embodied by Lord Buddha. In today's video, we'll explore the transformative power of having an empty mind and how it can lead you to a tranquil existence. As we embark on this journey, let me share a profound question from a monk. How do I empty my mind? The teacher monk's insightful reply was simple yet profound. Remove everything that is not there. Join with us, the Motivation Zone of Freedom, as we uncover the steps to cultivate this powerful practice and embrace a clearer, more peaceful state of being. Dear friend, imagine stepping into a serene monastery where the air is filled with the scent of incense and the gentle sound of water trickling in a nearby garden. This tranquil sanctuary serves as a refuge from the clamor of the outside world, inviting us to pause, reflect, and explore the depths of our minds. Picture the lush greenery surrounding the monastery, the soft rustle of leaves in the breeze, and the distant hum of nature. Every element is designed to cultivate peace and foster introspection. As we settle into this peaceful environment, let me introduce you to two pivotal characters in our story. A young monk, eager yet troubled by the weight of his thoughts, and his wise master, a figure embodying calmness and clarity. Their interaction promises to reveal profound insights about the nature of the mind and the journey toward emptiness. In this sacred space, the monk approaches his master, a look of concern etched on his face. How can I empty my mind? He asks, seeking guidance in his quest for peace. With a gentle smile, the master replies, remove everything that doesn't belong there. As these words linger in the air, the monk begins to reflect on the attachments, dislikes, and delusions that cloud his mind. Throughout his daily experiences, he becomes increasingly aware of how his thoughts, often filled with worries about the future or regrets from the past, create a heavy burden. He notices how clinging to negative emotions and past grievances not only distracts him from the present moment, but also prevents him from experiencing true serenity. With each passing day, the monk embarks on a journey of self-discovery. He learns to identify the clutter within his mind, recognizing that each attachment is like a stone weighing him down. As he navigates the beauty of the monastery, observing the simplicity of a flower blooming or the stillness of a pond, he begins to grasp the importance of letting go. Through this introspective exploration, the monk finds the key to emptying his mind, a commitment to release the unnecessary burdens and embrace the peaceful emptiness that awaits. Dear friend, understanding and releasing mental clutter is essential for achieving a blank mind, which is the gateway to inner peace. In this video, we will delve into the nature of our thoughts and how they shape our experiences. By learning to recognize and let go of our attachments and aversions, we can cultivate a state of mental clarity that allows us to embrace the present moment fully. Through our discussion, you will discover the profound wisdom of Buddhist teachings on attachment, exploring the ways our minds become entangled with desires and fears. We'll highlight key points, such as the significance of recognizing these attachments, understanding their roots, and the path to freeing ourselves from the suffering they cause. Together, we will embark on this enlightening journey toward mental emptiness and serenity. In Buddhist philosophy, attachment is defined as a strong emotional bond or clinging to objects, people, or experiences. It goes beyond simple desire. It's an unhealthy fixation that can distort our perception and lead to dissatisfaction. The Buddha taught that attachment is one of the primary sources of suffering, known as dukkha. This suffering arises when we cling to things that are impermanent, seeking fulfillment in what is fleeting and ultimately unsatisfying. To illustrate this, let me share a powerful story from the Buddha's journey toward enlightenment. After attaining enlightenment, the Buddha encountered a grieving mother named Kisa Gotami. She was devastated by the death of her young son and sought help from the Buddha. convinced that if she could find a remedy to bring him back to life, her sorrow would end. The Buddha listened patiently to her cries of anguish and offered her a task. She must collect a handful of mustard seeds from a household that had not experienced death. Kisagotami hurried from door to door, but each family she approached had faced the loss of a loved one. Gradually, she began to understand the universality of suffering and the inevitability of death. This experience led Kisagotami to confront her attachment to her son, recognizing that clinging to her grief only deepened her suffering. Ultimately, she returned to the Buddha with newfound wisdom, realizing that death is a natural part of life. Through this transformative experience, she learned that letting go of her attachment to her son's physical presence was essential for her healing. As we reflect on this poignant story, let's consider how our own attachments may be influencing our lives. Understanding this concept is a crucial step toward emptying our minds and discovering the profound peace that lies within. Dear friend, let's delve into the concept of greed, a powerful force that often fills our minds with unnecessary thoughts and desires. Greed arises when we find ourselves wanting more possessions, more recognition, or even more love. This insatiable craving can clutter our mental landscape, leading us to focus on what we lack rather than appreciating what we already have. When our minds are filled with thoughts of accumulation, we become trapped in a cycle of dissatisfaction, constantly yearning for what is just out of reach. Moreover, this relentless pursuit of more gives birth to another profound source of suffering, the fear of losing what we love. When we are attached to people, possessions, or experiences, we inevitably fear their loss. This fear can be paralyzing, making us anxious and consumed by thoughts of what we might lose. Instead of cherishing our loved ones, we may become overly protective or controlling, leading to strained relationships and further anxiety. Recognizing that this fear stems from our attachments is the first step in releasing its hold on our lives, allowing us to approach our relationships with greater openness and love. And further anxiety.
Now, let's explore the Buddhist principle of anicca or impermanence. Anicca teaches us that all things, including our thoughts and emotions, are transient. Nothing is permanent. Everything is in a constant state of flux. This understanding can be incredibly liberating, as it reminds us that even our most troubling thoughts and feelings will pass. I invite you, dear friend, to engage in a reflective practice. Take a moment to observe your thoughts as they arise and fall away. Notice how they come and go, like clouds drifting across the sky. Some may linger for a while others may flit by in an instant. This exercise not only helps us understand the impermanent nature of thoughts, but also allows us to cultivate a sense of detachment. By recognizing that our thoughts do not define us and that they will eventually fade, we can learn to respond to them with greater calmness and clarity. Embracing the principle of anicca can transform our relationship with our minds, guiding us toward a more peaceful existence. Dear friend, the journey towards freeing our minds is not just about emptiness. It's about discovering profound happiness and relief from sadness. When we cultivate mental clarity, we create a space where joy can flourish. This liberation allows us to break free from the chains of overthinking, anxiety, and sadness that often cloud our perceptions. Imagine waking up each day with a sense of peace, unburdened by the weight of unresolved thoughts and lingering worries. A clear mind empowers us to face challenges with resilience, embrace the beauty around us, and connect more deeply with ourselves and others. It becomes a source of joy, enabling us to appreciate the present moment and all its wonders. The relief that comes with a clear mind transforms our experience of life, reminding us that happiness is not found in external circumstances but within ourselves. Now, let's address a common misconception. Many believe that meditation is the only path to achieving a clear mind. While meditation is indeed a valuable practice, it is not the only way to cultivate mental clarity. We can find opportunities for mindfulness woven into our daily lives, and that's where true transformation begins. I encourage you to embrace the joy of observing your mind during everyday activities. Whether you're cooking, commuting, or simply enjoying a cup of tea, these moments can serve as perfect opportunities for mindfulness. By making awareness a daily habit, we train ourselves to observe our thoughts without judgment. This practice nurtures a clearer mind and allows us to experience life more fully, transforming mundane moments into profound experiences of presence. As we draw this discussion to a close, let's review the key points we've explored. We've embarked on a journey toward an empty mind, learning to identify our attachments and recognizing the impermanence of our thoughts. By releasing what no longer serves us, we can experience a clearer mind, paving the way for greater happiness and inner peace. I encourage you, dear friend, to reflect on your own commitments and attachments. Take the time to practice mindfulness in your daily life, allowing it to guide you toward a more liberated existence. In our pursuit of understanding and enlightenment, let us all respect the teachings of Lord Buddha, who shared this profound philosophy with the world. He encourages us to embrace the principles of mindfulness and clarity as we navigate our lives. As we conclude, I want to leave you with a sublime message. The liberation that comes with a clear mind opens the door to the joy of living in the present moment. I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below and contribute to a greater understanding of Buddhist teachings. Together, we can explore this path of enlightenment and support one another on our journeys.